Hey you guys, it's Peter, and welcome to my channel, Peter Likes Books. And I was actually gonna go do a car vlog, kind of bookmas is what I've been calling it, where I drive around. I guess I called it that in one video because I drove around and I did a vlog because I love doing vlogs over on this channel and talking about books. I will do that tomorrow. I missed yesterday, and I said I was going to do it like every day, and then I missed a day or two of it. Was it yesterday? And I may have missed 2 days. So kind of book miss has turned into kind of a fail. But listen, it's going to be back tomorrow because I have some books I want to review. But I wanted to do a little bit of a small graphic novel book haul today. I'm really excited. These books came in the mail today, or the last 2 days, so I'm really excited about it. Now, I have to tell you, okay, I have heard a lot about Alice Oseman. Is it Osman or Oseman? I feel like it's Osman. I don't know. But anyway, she's a very young author. I think she's like 20, actually. She's like in her early 20s. Let me see. I read some article about it. But anyway, she's very young and phenomenal author, okay? And I had heard somebody talk about her book, Radio Silence. I don't know, it was probably, let's see, 3 to 5 months ago, something like that. Because I have it on my Audible, and I've had it on there for a while because I had to go find it. So I started listening to it one night. I was kind of like, I can't really get into this. I wasn't really in the mood. Then I, recently, you know, I bought the Heartstopper graphic novels, which are by Alice Oseman. And they're about Charlie and Nick and their relationship. I'm totally in love with these books. I've read these first 2. They're absolutely amazing. And they're spin-offs from her book Solitaire that she wrote. And Solitaire is this book. I don't want to talk too much about it because I'm going to actually talk about this when I do my kind of bookmas vlog tomorrow. I finished it last night. Solitaire is this book that is about Charlie, so that's Charlie, and that's his boyfriend Nick, or, hold on a second, Charlie and Nick. Solitaire is about Charlie's sister, Victoria, and she goes to this school, and there's this website that has been started called Solitaire, and they can't really figure, it's all these pranks that are being played on the school and on the principal, and they can't really figure out where it's coming from or who's doing it and all this kind of stuff. And I really was like, in all transparency, because I'm trying to hit 100 books this year, it has 2 spin-offs from it. And one is called This Winter, and the other one is called, what do you call it? Nick and Charlie. Or, yeah, Nick and Charlie. Charlie and Nick, Nick and Charlie, I don't know. But they're spin-offs from that, and they're like an hour, 2 hours each, right? So I was like, those are real quick reads, and I wanted to read them anyway because I had read these 2 books, right? But I had to read Solitaire first to get to the spin-offs because I didn't want to find something out that, do y'all get what I'm saying? Okay. I didn't want it to spoil it for me. So I started listening to Solitaire like 2 nights ago on Audible. Fantastic. I gave it 5 stars. You guys, it was such an unbelievable book. Like, I literally fell in love with this character, Tori. And it's interesting because, and I'll talk about this more tomorrow. I don't want to talk too much about it today. Like, I'm going into it now. She does a lot. It's like this very teen, angsty character, but in a kind of like new way. Like that it's not been done before. Like, it's not teen angst. Like, it's based on some real feelings and issues and emotions that she has, you know? And there's a line at the very end of the book, and this won't ruin it for you, that one of her friends says, and she was like, feeling sad is a real emotion. Like, I want to be able to feel sad and acknowledge that. She said something to that effect, her friend Becky. It's not like this fake emotion. And I thought, you know, it's so interesting, like, I think a lot of these, like, John Green characters and stuff have been, like, based on these teen angst, woe is me kind of characters, you know, that we've gotten to know in a lot of young adult novels through the years. But Alice Oseman's character, Tori, is kind of different. Like, she's got a lot of real stuff going on in her life. And her brother Charlie, who's in these, he has anorexia, and he self-harms, and he's been in a psych facility. And there's a lot of, like, really serious stuff that's dealt with, I personally believe, in a very healthy way in the books. And she, like, addresses it, like, realistically, like, talking about it and how she's scared of it and scared for her brother and stuff. The book was just absolutely beautifully done. And I have to tell you, like, it was kind of like an exciting read, too, because you don't really know what's going on. She develops characters like nobody's business. But what is so interesting about it, okay, is that as I'm reading it, these books kind of overlap. Like, if you're listening to Solitaire and you've read these, like, it makes the book even better. And, like, if you had read Solitaire and then you were reading these, like, it would make these even better. Because it's, like, this whole, like, Becky Albertalli does with, like, the Creekwood, you know, universe. Like, she calls it, people call it the Simon-verse, because Simon versus the Homo sapiens agenda. Alice Oseman has done the exact same thing with this kind of world around Tori and Charlie Spring. It's very, very well done, and I'm just absolutely loving it. So these are the first two that I've already read. And today, on my front step, look what came. The third one, Heartstopper, Volume 3, includes, it says, oh my god, it comes in, oh, 2 characters, a Tao and Elle. There's a mini comic in here that it comes, I'm so excited. Oh my god, because they're like, so these are Charlie's best friend. And so anyway, I'm really excited about this. And this is what it looks like. They read like comics. They're very, very quick reads. Like, I'll probably be able to sit down and finish this tonight, which is good because that means I'll be at 82 books. Can you even believe it? Oh my god, I've passed 80 books. Like, listen, I didn't think I was going to be able to make it to 100 books this year. But I'm getting closer and closer, and I think it's going to happen. So anyway, this is Alice Oseman, Heartstopper, Volume 3. And I would really, really highly recommend these books. And I think the 4th one comes out next spring. All right. Then the next book that I got, very kind of similar, is this book, and I'm reading this currently right now, is Bloom by Kevin Panetta and Savannah Ganacho. And the pictures are beautiful. And it's very kind of similar, like the pictures and stuff are similar to this, to the Alice Oseman book. And it's about this kid, and okay, well, here, I'll read it to you. Baked with Love. Now that high school is over, Ari is dying to move to the big city with his ultra-hit band if he can just persuade his dad to let him quit his job at their struggling family bakery. Though he loved working there as a kid, Ari cannot fathom a life wasting away over rising dough and hot ovens. But while interviewing candidates for his replacement, Ari meets Hector, an easygoing guy who loves baking as much as Ari wants to escape it. As they become closer over batches of bread, love is ready to bloom, that is, if Ari doesn't ruin everything. Writer Kevin Panetta, and I don't have my reading glasses on, you guys, I'm sorry. Writer Kevin Panetta and artist Savannah Ganacho concoct a delicious recipe of intricately illustrated baking scenes and blushing young love in which the choices we make can have terrible consequences, but the people who love us can help us grow. You guys, it is really, really well done. And it starts off with Ari's sister's wedding, and she's like, you gotta stay with mom and dad because they need you at the bakery and stuff, so it's good. It's kind of long. It's like 350 pages. But it's really, really well done, and I'm really enjoying it so far. So, would highly recommend that. Like, really into this graphic novel thing all of a sudden. I don't know where that started. And then I asked for suggestions, and people recommended that I get Paper Girls, Volume 1. And, oh, my reading glasses are right here, you guys. How stupid am I? So anyway, I had seen this I had seen several people review this, and I had never read it. And I actually think there's a book called Paper Girls, isn't there? And it says, from Brian Vaughan, a New York Times bestselling writer of Saga, and Cliff Chang, legendary artist of Wonder Woman, comes the first volume of an all-new ongoing adventure. In the early hours after Halloween of 1988, 4 12-year-old newspaper delivery girls uncover the most important story of all time. Suburban drama and supernatural mysteries collide in a smash hit series about nostalgia, first jobs, and the last days of childhood. And that is Paper Girls. And I'm really, really excited about it. I don't really know anything. I feel like I thought it was like a novel. Was this a novel first? I don't know. Let me know what you know about it. So, that'll be a quick read. There's no words. Oh, wait. We're teenagers, it says. So I'm excited about that. And then the last one that I got was Something Like Summer by J. Bell. And it's illustrated, it says, by Cassie Fallon. And I have to tell you that this book looks a little mature, I have to say, flipping through it. But I read this book by J. Bell years ago. I actually heard about it from Will and RJ at Shep689. They don't have a YouTube channel anymore because they're not together anymore. But this was one of Will's favorite books, and so I read Something Like Summer, Something Like Winter. Jay Bell is like a phenomenal writer, and he self-publishes all of his books, and I love his books. I've read like 4 or 5 of his books, and they're really good. And when I was writing my book, I reached out to him, and he was super helpful and very, very nice. The hot Texas nights were lonely. This is the synopsis of Something Like Summer. The hot Texas nights were lonely for Ben before his heart began beating to the rhythm of 2 words, Tim Wyman. By all appearances, Tim had the perfect body and ideal life, but when a not-so-accidental collision brings them together, Ben discovers that the truth is rarely so simple. If winning Tim's heart was an impossible quest, keeping it would prove even harder as family, society, and emotion threatened to tear them apart. Jay Bell's best-selling Something Like series is retold in vivid color, the story now accompanied by Cassie Fallon's evocative art. This first volume of collected comics is the perfect starting point for newcomers while also providing fresh twists for those familiar with the novels and movie. Because it was made into a movie. Which is exciting because this goes like way into adulthood, the Something Like Summer book does. And I don't think the graphic novel does. Oh, maybe it does. I can't tell. So I don't know. I'm excited about reading that. I actually last night got on Amazon. I know I need to stay off the Amazon. And I ordered more graphic novels. I am a huge, huge fan. I always say like I haven't read that many graphic novels, but I'm a huge fan of Linda Berry and the Down the Street Kids, Marlis and Maybon and the sisters. And her book Cruddy, which is one of the best books I've ever read in my life, and The Good Times Are Killing Me. Linda Berry is a cartoonist that was friends with Matt Groening. They went to school at Evergreen together that did The Simpsons, and she's just phenomenal. She's just like very real to the heart stories, and I love her so much. So I got on Amazon last night, and I ordered like 2 of her books. One is all about Marlis, one of the sisters in her series, and the other one is, the other 2 that I ordered are by Roz somebody, but they were recommended and they look very similar to Linda Berry's book. So I'm excited about those. So I have 4 more graphic novels coming, and I will share those with you guys when they come. And until then, you're going to have to just deal with more kind of Bookmas, which I will be posting tomorrow back in my car. So anyway, I love you guys, and I will see you then. Bye.